Hello, people. Hello, hello. Give me a moment now. Let me load up my shit. This is what. Hello, people. Hi. Can you guys hear me? Oof. Hello, hello. Yeah, give me a moment now. Let me set up some things. How are you guys doing? Let me see what. So fast there's a question. What's the best rarity materials I should go for to optimize my energy? Optimize energy, there's nothing, there's like nothing you can do to optimize energy. Just go for what you want. There's no like one thing that fits all, unless you probably want to like level 60 everything, then you should just go for the dust. But other than that, honestly, there is not too much that, like, even I run out of things to farm because I buy like the roaring month, and then every day you get like a candy, and that is a lot of energy. So if you just look at that perspective, right, I also run out of things to farm, so I just keep farming dust. I just keep farming the Shapadonti. So these are the two things that I just farm. The rest of the stuff, I don't farm it that much because I don't really care about them until I know what unit I want to invest in. And even going for I3 these days, right, is so easy. So I don't really find a point to like pre-farm. It's really pretty easy. How's everyone's Friday doing? Honestly, it's really tiring. I just came back from office. I was like having dinner and then with my friend, and then yeah. Hey yo, what up? I've been really like occupied these days, I think. Like, a lot of issues at work, so spending a bit more time. And honestly, also, I don't like, there's not much things to do, right, when it comes to Reverse 1999. Even though there is like the new patch and all of the stuff, but honestly, there is very little things to do. Yeah, I don't feel too motivated to actually like. There's no. I think the good thing that I like to talk about is for Reverse 1999, right? It's very easy for you to maintain. Like, I can choose not to do this. Anyway, this event like lasts for like 30 plus days. Slowly take my time. So what if I farm things a bit slower? It doesn't really matter. I don't have to like max out everything on day one. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but I pretty much I just like it. Some days I just like, okay, I just do my dailies, farm the Punoma analysis, and then farm some Shapodonti, farm some dust, right? And then I'm done. I'm just like, okay, as long as I don't overcap my energy, then it's fine. It's a very easy to maintain game. And I haven't even started farming this. I like on my way to work today, I was like farming the Ardeus. I think it was 16 or 17. Yeah, so just trying to get, I just autoed the whole thing, and then I've been using that setup to like spend my energy. So for now, at least I don't have to spend it on other things, right? If there's no event, then you have to think of what you want to farm, like what Slim TK was saying, right? What should you actually farm? This and that. Yeah, a lot of considerations. But yeah, sometimes I just get lazy. I just farm the dust and then farm the Shapodonti Koi a day. I'm damn happy. Yeah. This time around for this event itself, right, I noticed that there are a couple more things. Usually there is just like one stage to farm and then we wait for crisis mode. For this time around, there are like some like stargazing stuff that I have to do to get the rewards itself. Interesting additions for sure. Since a lot of people right now are in cruising mode, I don't think a lot of people need to spend a lot of time to clear the stages. Everyone just auto everything, and pretty much that's about it. Yeah. Have you guys put for Black Dwarf? Or are you guys planning to pull for Black Dwarf? I know that a lot of people are skipping for Chinyang, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, honestly. Got her in 30 pulls. Oh, lucky. I'm not sure how many pulls I'm going to take, but yeah, I really don't know how many pulls I'm going to take, but at the very least, I hope that I don't go all the way to 140 and I should be fine. Yeah. I feel like going for both 37 and 6, right? Even with my current situation, it's a bit easy, and I don't plan on going for Chinyang portraits. Like, a lot of people are saving 200 pulls. Me personally, I just think that it's not going to make a difference. P0 is good enough, and even if like you want to go for 37, you want to go for 6, right? Still should be enough with like the eventually with the 1.6 income increase. I do see a bit of an income increase from the end, so yeah. You did 4 multis and didn't get her or Kanji. I'll probably just save till next patch. Yeah, correct. For a lot of people, right, when you have Eternity and or like you have Eternity and you have like a good raid unit replacement like Melania for the Marsh raid, right, you probably don't need to go for Black Dwarf. Yeah, I think I actually raised it in my video as well. A lot of people were saying whether they should pull. Honestly, pull, like all of the pull considerations, right, should be based off your goals. This game, if you just want to clear like events, you just want to play this casually, don't care about raids, right, there's nothing for you to actually go for. Like, you can pretty much just clear Limbo with like 1 or 2 decent units, right? You don't need that many like meta units. That's what I feel. They need to introduce, I feel like the like raids is supposed to be the hardest content, right? But eventually I think even raids would be very easy. So if raids is also going to be pretty easy, what are they going to introduce? I've like heard about the fact that they are going to introduce like roguelike mode since the start of the game, but until now, still no news. I also don't know where the roguelike mode is. Quite long already. Since they started in I think since this game is in beta for like closed beta for global, they have already been talking about like a potential roguelike mode, but I have never seen any like progression towards that path. But they also spend a lot of time on making all of the small event side quests, side missions, right? When it comes to the new patches. Like the last patch was the Jessica Changling, the story thing that no one actually liked. I'm not sure how many people actually liked it. I think it was interesting enough for like the first playthrough. Like if you just play it one time, I think it's a reasonable event. But if you make people play it like multiple times to get all of the endings, right? And it's so tedious to press the skip. skip. I think that's freaking annoying. Yeah, but the first 2 times, maybe 1 or 2 times, right, people will still enjoy like looking at the story. Beyond that, I think it's a bit too much. Me personally, I only do, I think, 3 runs. Once I got like more than the amount of endings, right, that I can get all of the clear drops, I stopped doing it. Especially if you want, like I tell you guys a lot of times, right, it's never about should you pull this or should you get it. It really depends on what kind of player you are. There's so many contexts into it that it's not being provided in this one question. How would I know whether you should pull it? If you have Eternity, that is only one aspect. So Eternity and Calabuana, they only serve similar functions in terms of being a mineral type DPS user. However, the individual requirements or the individual like purposes for each of these units are different. I think that if you want to draw Black Dwarf, it's more for raids. If you don't care about raids, you don't need to draw Black Dwarf. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Really, it's not a very difficult thing, honestly, even if you think about it. Like, it's just whether you want to or you need to have her, right? If you're telling me that you have Eternity, then you want to skip Kalabuana, it's two different things. Eternity and Black Dwarf are for different purposes. So, more often than not, it is more about what your goals are. I've said this countless times. What are your goals when you play this game? Do you even care about the rates? When it comes to the difference between SSS and S, it's pretty much just a few thought element differences. Not a few, but maybe 30 thought element differences. So if you think about it, per patch, it is 3 rates. So in total should be 60 thought elements that you are missing out. Yeah. Just casual gaming. If you're casual gaming, then just skip it. Yeah. Forget it. But you also have to think about it. If you are skipping one unit, right? It depends on your pool income. If you are skipping one unit, that means that you are prioritizing another unit. So now you're telling me that if you can only pick between 6 and Black Dwarf, then I will tell you to go for 6. But if you tell me that you can get more than 2 units, you can get 3 units, you can get 4 units, then it's a different thing. For someone that doesn't have the pool currency, they cannot, like, even if there are a couple top picks, you still cannot garner all of them. If you want to go for raids, but you do not have the pool currency, you can only pick between 6 and 37. 37 is very good for raids, but at the same time, 6 is also very good for a general like amount of content, including raids. So you should go for 6. But in the meantime, right, even though you're focusing on raids, you do not have enough currency to secure 37 as well. So whether you should pull for something depends on whether you have the money. It's like you asking me, hey, do you think I should buy the Ferrari? Then the next thing I'm asking you isn't that, like, of course if you want to like compare to a normal car or Cherry QQ, a Ferrari is better. But do you have the capability to actually go for it? And what are your goals? Like, if I earn 20k a month, right, and there are certain things that I want to go for, like maybe a house, a car, whatever that is, right? All of these are useful to me in some sense. But which one do you value? Do you value like the luxurious style of life, or do you want to have like as much wealth as possible? It's different goals. It's the same as a game. I don't see much differences. If you know how to do, like, if you know how to act in real life, then you think about it in a game context and just shift the goalposts accordingly. Right? In real life, right? If I have a good shelter to live in right now, I can eat good food every day, right? I have enough to pay for all of my necessities. Then, if my goal is to have a better style of living or a better like quality of life, then I have to look to go for luxurious stuff in that sense, right? But if you don't care about having luxurious stuff, you are just contented, then you don't need it, right? This is different people for different strokes for different folks. Low budget, you can probably get 1 per 2 versions. So you get 6 lah, then you skip the Black Dwarf, yeah. Hey Lucky, what up? Hello Zenos, welcome. I should skip Charmaine, I have a lot of time to save up for pools, correct. If you skip Charmaine, you have a lot of time. There's so much things to like go for. And you never know what they are going to introduce the next patch as well. Of course, we have like the foresight when it comes to compared to China players. So definitely we're in better shape. Although I would argue that a lot of people also say having the ability to see what is coming in China server, right, ruins the experience for a lot of people. And I do agree. There's a lot of needless anxiety. But if they constantly, like, if they don't go into different directions for this game, they just continue doing what they are currently doing, pretty much pool decisions are unnecessary, I think. If they just continue making the content at this level, right, rates as the highest level, and they're not going to introduce something that is going to incentivize your power levels to go up, then you can pretty much pull anything. Will devs invite you to a dev broadcast or something? I don't know. You have to ask the devs, Finn. What about 1.6? What are differences between Joe and Ge Assuming again I have Eternity. Buddy, you are a low budget player. You're thinking about 1.6 again. So freaking far away. But pretty much right now we know that Qiniang is very strong. So if you want to save for anything, you want to have the game in easy mode, just save for Qiniang. Ge Tian's multipliers, are they even out? Lucky, do you know if Ge Tian's multipliers are out? I don't think so, right? His kit is pretty much out, but I don't think the multipliers are out. So once again, a question that I cannot answer, sorry. Save for 6 since I'm close to 50-50. Okay, let me farm this again. Yeah, I'll start drawing in a bit. Answer a bit more questions first, since I seldom stream. I need to farm all this as well. Redundant? Okay, I think it's time I share something again. Right. So, let's think about this. If every 2 patches, or every patch, you are getting 35 pulls, eventually you have enough pulls to pull something. Right? When it comes to being redundant, once again, redundant is a subjective thing. If I only want to clear Limbo, I pretty much don't need to pull for anything else with my current account. I can tell you that straight up. Everything else is redundant. I don't need anything. I can just continue with this account and pretty much just cruise all the way. That's the meaning of being redundant. Qiniang is so much stronger than Eternity. It's not even fair. But at the same time, if you tell me, if you only want to clear Limbo, will Eternity clear Limbo for you? I can tell you, you can still clear Limbo. So in that sense, she is redundant. Like you get a contradiction over there. Like what are you saving the drops for? If you are saving the drops to pull for your favorite, like different people have different goals. Some people want to pull for their favorite waifu. So is Qiniang redundant compared to Eternity? If you think Eternity is a better waifu, then Qiniang is redundant. Yeah. Well, what? It's the same as at the start of the game when people were talking about it's pointless to invest in lower rarity units. But at the start of the game is the best time you should be investing in low rarity units. And just because something becomes less effective when times go on, it does not mean that at that point in time they are not effective. A baby diapers is best for the baby when they are a baby, but you need those baby diapers to tide you through so that you can grow up without shitting your pants all the time on the floor, right? Or shitting all around the floor. But when you grow up, you don't need the baby diapers anymore. But is the baby diapers redundant just because you are no longer a baby? You forgot the times whereby you needed the baby diapers. Guys. You forgot the time when you are a baby. You keep thinking you will grow up. The global player and the CM player is like a baby and an adult. The global player at 1.1 is a baby looking at the CM player. Similarly to how you guys are now looking at the 1.6. Same thing. What beast do you recommend? Sweetheart. Should I look for any replacements for her as a DPS role? Only other high rarity for red color I have is Tenant. Beast DPS, you can consider waiting for Ge Tian. because you say that you don't have the budget, so I don't think you should go for Charmaine, honestly. Sweetheart will tide you through. If you have already invested in Sweetheart, she can clear Limbo, so you can wait until 13. Save for 5 months. Yeah, I think so. I honestly think so. The moment limited banner, I know that I should already save. I mean, it's not exactly all the time. Like, some people tell me like limited characters are supposed to be OP, but I don't agree. Like, there are a lot of ways that Bluepop can make limited characters sell while not making them OP, right? A good example is what they have already done. They can make them have a nicer Insight 2 portrait. They can make them have a nicer skin. They can make them have the animated portrait, which they already have for Chinyang. And also they can make the animations a bit better. Right, so all of these are interesting angles from a cosmetic standpoint for you to pull for a limited character. Or you can make them have an interesting kit that is unique to them but not OP. Right, so I don't agree that limited characters should be OP just so that they could sell you the things. In a lot of games, right, people buy or pay for stuff that are purely cosmetic, but they don't get any stronger. So why must you sell something that is stronger just so that you can justify it being limited? I don't agree. How many pools do you think you can save for 5 months? Just get, if you don't buy the Roaring Month, it's pretty much just 35 times 5, right? Excluding the events. Yeah, so yeah. I think the kit wise for Chinyang, right, it is not interesting enough. I just think that it's not interesting enough. If they want to purely sell it as a limited character without being overpowered, they should do a bit more. But maybe some people disagree to say that the animated portrait is already, like, the animated portrait is already enough to sell the character. So it really depends. It really depends. You never know, because if you come up with a certain, like, if you come up with an underpowered kit but with the animated portrait, and you are able to compare it to the revenue that you get for releasing it overpowered, but yeah, so there's no comparison here. We will never know whether it is, yeah, we would never know whether one thing sells better than the other in retrospect, because it doesn't go in parallel timelines. So yeah. Yeah, she's not the most interesting. I'll agree. Okay guys, I'll start drawing in 5 minutes. But at the same time, I'd just like to give a quick disclaimer, because although I start in 5 minutes, I'm also sure it will end in 5 minutes, because it's the time I take to explain what I'm doing and press the summon button for a 10 pool. So for people that are looking forward to a very long stream, I'm sorry to tell you guys, this is going to be extremely short stream. 1 pool is all it takes, and this I'm very confident, and I never speak lies, and I only tell the truth and only the truth. So I'm only going to take 5 minutes. So for people that want to ask questions, please make use of the time now, because I'm going to end stream very, very soon. I love how they made an Indian team. Yeah, the story concept itself, right? I think it's very interesting. Yeah. Different areas, quite nice. Although the sports day one, right, in 1.5, I'm not sure if that many people like it. Yeah. Stream 5 hours, yeah. Lucky you can check my stream history. I've never streamed more than 4 hours, I think. I've never streamed more than 4 hours, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Roaring is the best value, of course. It's getting Voyager. Hey, I'm not complaining if I get Voyager. I have nothing to actually build already. Guys, I have nothing to build. No. Never spend your clear drops for stamina once you are past the early game part. I think if in the early game it is still justifiable if you are trying to rush for content. Because, right, some people say, hey, you spend this, right? In the future, you wouldn't be spending the clear drops for stamina anymore, so you shouldn't spend it at the start of the game. Same thing, this guys, same thing. This is a baby diapers concept again. At the start of the game, right, spending clear drops for stamina is actually sort of worth it. Because you spend the clear drops, you get stamina. Once you get a stamina, you're able to build your characters faster. And if you even save one limbo cycle, right, you would have come out ahead. So it depends on how you are able to optimize that. Similar concept for low rarity units. How much are you able to get from investing in a low rarity unit? Are you able to clear extra limbo? And if that's the case, then you have to count it in from a weighing standpoint. Do I buy the skin? I'm actually saving up for the skin. I'm thinking of buying the Tooth Fairy one. I only buy the Roaring Month. So I'm waiting for it. I'm skipping this Battle Pass. I don't think it's worth it. I don't like Matilda. I usually buy the Battle Pass, but I think this one is not worth it for me. Pretty much going to skip. If I buy this, it's only going to be for the Gluttony. But let's be real, I don't think I need it. The game is easy enough. I don't need extra Gluttony, so yeah, I'm going to skip the Battle Pass. And the Battle Pass is not exactly the cheapest thing. If you look at this, Collector's Edition, 15 USD eh. Yeah, it's... Oh, no, it's 10 USD. Okay. It's not that expensive. But even then, 10 USD is 10 USD. Yeah. I can't believe you lost. I also can't believe you put on the Centurion banner. You're lucky. You need to put on the correct banner. Yes. Stop already. Camille, you need to stop. More AP supports can make BD more viable than Chiniang. I think from like a lot of people will tell me that, hey, the Chiniang Celts are like overblown. I disagree. I think it's quite reasonable. The Chiniang Celts are quite reasonable. You can only argue from a turn end perspective with the skill 2 channel because you can only use that once per turn. But that is enough to more than like overpower, especially Eternity. I think Black Dwarf is still questionable. And in general, right, if you think about AP generous supports, they can benefit other people as well. Like Chiniang also benefit from AP generous support, so it's not a one-to-one thing. It's definitely not a one-to-one thing. Okay, guys, it is time. 10:45 p.m. Okay, it's time for me to get my Black Dwarf. Okay, wait, I forgot to click on my disabled Cristallo. Disabled, must click first. Guys, good karma. I talked to the poor Cristallo. She's going to bless me with some good luck. And do you know why today I did not do a viewer pull stream? Because I realized I have been giving too much luck to my viewers instead of myself. So today I will treat myself better and I will get the Tempu Black Dwarf for myself. Okay, no one else. Okay, Lucky. Come on, look at this, Lucky. If you think you are Lucky Lux, you dare to call yourself Lucky Lux. I am Lucky Cocky. Show you what luck is made up of. Okay, first we make sure we are not pulling on the wrong banner, guys. Don't pull on the Centurion banner. This is a mistake. Okay, don't pull. Yeah, no way. Okay, we pull the correct banner. Kala Buana. Tempu. 10 Black Dwarfs. Let's go. Don't have. But 5 star, guys. But 5 star. Beacon. Beacon. Yeah. Easy game. Easy Beacon. Easy Beacon. Who needs the tender? Luckily, I got the Beacon. Kanjira, go away. Okay, I don't even have Jessica. I don't need you. Okay, Kanjira, go away. Beacon just nice. Wait, let me see again. How many pulls do I have? I got baited the last time. I put a 10 pull. Because someone said Do one more. They always say do one more. Okay, 2 fairy, so it's 13. Now it's 23. Okay, 23. Let's go. 23. Before I finish using my little rabbits, I think I'll be done. Okay, this is a winner's win situation. Golden. Go rainbow. No. Wait, is this rainbow? No, this is not rainbow. Fake. 2. 2. Go again. Okay, let's see what is this. Beacon. Spirit. Okay, click. Very good. Click. Almost P5 already, guys. P5 click. Very strong. P5 click is the strongest 5-star in the game. Never bluff you. Okay? Drop. Oh, beast. Tenant. I don't like Tenant, buddy. Don't want Tenant. Ayo. No Tenant. I got Melania already. Don't need Tenant. Hand your head. Last temple, guys. I have no more temples already. I cannot use clear drops. Okay, guys. No clear drops. Only rabbits. Please. Golden. Rainbow. Wow, you can see all the little star. Ayo. Rainbow already. Yo, rainbow. Easy. Easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let's go. Easy game. So easy. Why is this game so easy, guys? Ayo, I tell you, short strip. I tell you guys already, you don't believe me. Ayo, all of you say skip Black Dwarf. All you need is 30 pulls. 30 pulls. Okay, we open the 5-star first. A beacon. Kanjira. Okay, never mind. Get new character, also good. Ayo, so easy. Black Dwarf. P1, 4 planets, 4 little balls. 4 planets, go. P1. Game is too easy, guys. Want to make video also cannot make videos. Winners win. I cannot make video. Easy P1. End stream ready. Cannot even make video. P1. I don't need P1 guys. Actually, you guys should skip lah. Cannot. Black Dwarf, Kanjira. Black Dwarf, Kanjira. Ayo. Lucky. Black Dwarf, Kanjira, Lucky. Why you pull on the Centurion banner? Ayo. Who want to buy my Kala Buana? I sell you guys. Cheap. Give me back 10 pools, I give you a Calabana. I don't even need P1. Easy. So easy. Lucky cocky. Correct. I am also quite lucky, guys. Honestly, this time is the only time I was extremely lucky. Previous times, I have been lucky. I will admit that. But this time around, I am very ultra lucky. Okay, this one, I think everyone can tell for themselves lah. And I also got a beacon. I also got a beacon, guys. Beacon portrait again. Closer to P5 already. And our boss over here. Where is our click? P5 click. Yo, P5 click. Maximum. Woo. P5 click. Yo. Guys, it's all for this moment. P5 click. When am I going to use click? Honestly, I also don't know. This click is really worth using. This honestly, this portrait, right, is very nice. This Insight 2 portrait is very nice. I like it a lot. Quite nice, quite nice. I like. Maybe I'll start using it. Click really like me a lot. Really, really. And the Sasuke. This time, guys, this is the first time the Japanese woman never come to visit us. Aiya, Japanese woman, go back Japan. I think this year I might, guys, this year I might be going to Japan. I'm planning a Japan trip. Okay, I'll go find Sasuke. Yeah, this year I'm going to Japan. Probably second half of the year. I've never been to Japan actually, so it will be a good experience. I wanted to go during the COVID year, but yeah, unfortunately did not happen. Yeah, Black Dwarf P1, easy. 4 planets. But to be honest, right, don't be too happy, guys. The portrait, right, not the best lah. Black Dwarf don't need portraits one. I was thinking of not actually like upgrading the Black Dwarf, but I think don't make life difficult for yourself on purpose lah. I've already made life very difficult for myself. You can see over here. I just refuse to press this button. But I'm thinking I should press this once, I will press this once 1.4 comes out. Okay, so this is one press. I will press this when 1.4 come out to make to i3. I will press this to go to i3 as well on 1.4. And honestly, I have a lot of materials. I just don't know who to spend them on. I can show you guys how much materials I have. You guys will see it for yourself. Yeah, I've been farming a lot. There's no way I can spend everything. I have too much. Too much materials. I haven't even cleared any of the event shop for this patch. Yeah, I don't know what to actually do. I tell you already, this account, it's enough. It's enough already. I can i3 so many things. I just refuse to i3 everything. I probably will not i3 Sotheby. I'm probably not going to i3 Sotheby. Next patch is going to be 37. So 37 and 6 is going to use a lot of resources. And I have a feeling 37, 6, New Babel, enough to SSS. So I will probably start raising up New Babel. Yeah, I think New Babel is time already. It's time for New Babel. There's nothing for me to raise up anyway. Like you can see the dust and the Shapodonti also exceed. I've been farming so much dust and Shapodonti, I don't know what to farm. I'm very troubled these days. Very, very troubled, honestly. Yeah, but I think New Babel needs to come in already. Soon, soon. New Babel. Using her for Sea Serpent. It's overkill anyways. I think 37 and 6 will already guarantee me triple S with 2 fairy. So yeah, New Babel. Yeah, New Babel will come in. Yeah, guys, don't worry too much. Honestly though, at the start of the game, I was saying that like i3 is very difficult. And I still stand by my point. If you are just starting, right, I feel like the first few i3s are very impactful. You really have to think very carefully on who you want to i3. But past a certain point, right, you don't have to think anymore. Past a certain point, it's just like if you like this character, go for this character. Don't have to think too much. Where's my Black Dwarf? I'm the Black Dwarf first. Get the priorities right. Get the priorities right. Yeah. Get the priorities right. Yeah. Do you guys agree? I think most people should agree, right? Once past a certain point, you guys don't need to think too much about i3. But at the start of the game, if you i3 the, like, technically the wrong unit and not being able to clear Limbo, it's going to be a bit, yeah, too difficult. I'm banning you from my stream. Hey, Lucky, come on. It's not my fault. You should Next time, before you pull on the banner, you need to understand which is the correct banner. The only time I put on the wrong banner, I remember, was during Eversoul. I put on the wrong banner for a single 10 pull, and I got the banner unit. And then I thought that I missed. But people told me that I was pulling the wrong banner. I just didn't look at chat. So yeah, it's a different time. Yeah, I'm a different man now. So you need to learn from the mistakes. Right, next time don't pull on the Centurion banner. Yes. Next time don't pull on Centurion banner. You should be fine, lucky. I2 is enough to clear Limbo. For now, I think still possible. And like slowly, it will start to get a bit more difficult. I wouldn't say it's impossible. I say it's more difficult. Yeah. And there is no reason for you to like limit yourself to using only I2. Yeah, so wait, can I actually buy this? No, I don't need to craft this. Wait. Can I actually buy this enough? I should have enough, yeah. Guys, let's start a poll. What level should our Black Dwarf be? We start a poll. Black Dwarf investment. I3 40 stonks. I3 30 match. Okay, let's go, guys. Guys, what do you think we should do with our freaking I360? Like, who say I360? Actually, I should I360. I360. She's so sick. Yeah, she's actually pretty sick. Same like Melania. I360. Okay lah. For you guys. Honestly, I also don't know what to invest in already. Let's just go. I360. Yeah, her I2 skin is very nice. I360. It wouldn't cost much of a dent, honestly. I360. We level this first. Let me see what's the poll results. Everyone want higher level. Is it? Why stop at 40? I'm not a whale, guys. Come on. Ayo, Indian mama wants senior. Take her to the moon. Okay lah. We take her to the moon. Hey guys, we just lost a lot of dust and Chapadonti, guys. I'm having some regrets already. A little bit of a regret. Very regrettable moment now. I feel like 40 should be enough, right, guys? Cannot be lah. Melania, our Queen Melania not even 60. How can this Black Dwarf be 60? It doesn't make sense, How can Black Dwarf be 60 before Melania? Correct or not, guys? Hey, Black Dwarf got P1. Black Dwarf got P1. She's stronger than normal, We still want to level her to 60. Ridiculous. Let me get her to R10 first. Which one do I need? Oh, this one. Yeah, R10. I have too much of this materials already. I haven't spent anything. If you notice, right? People have been like R10ing everything. But for me, even my beacon is R7. Like, Necrologist is R7. I only have two R10, one R9. This one is start of the game. This is my Eternity is my baby diapers, guys. Eternity is my baby diaper. Now I don't need Eternity anymore. But we cannot forget, Eternity was once key in clearing my limbo stages. Okay, once upon a time. Very long ago, I cannot remember anymore. But yeah, once upon a time, eternity, you were useful. Okay, once upon a time. But now, our waifu is Black Dwarf. Different already. Okay? Different era for different waifu. Or rather, different waifu for different era. Right? Eternity's era has already passed. Long gone. After the second week, her era has already passed already. But do I regret R9 her? Absolutely not. Because it was key for me to R9 her so that I can pass Limbo. Okay, guys? So if anyone asks me all of those start of the game questions whereby you are thinking whether you should invest in certain units or not invest in certain units, right? Think about whether you need to invest in them for now. If you need to do it, do it. In the future, you will have so much materials that it doesn't matter. Okay? So this is what I want to say. She's good for Gleba right now. Global. Oh, okay. No, but lucky you have to understand also because materials, right? And pools. I think pools is more important. Like pools, not a lot of people have that many pools, especially if they are free to play. I can totally understand skipping like Black Dwarf. I totally understand it. Yeah. Yeah. I think that I felt that if Xinyang was like average power level, right? Okay. So if I were to design Xinyang, how would I design her? Let me think. Let's think for a second. If we design Xinyang, how would we design her? But let me auto this first. I need to fix this later on. How would I design Xinyang to make her strong, but not too strong? Strong, but not too strong. Strong but not too strong is a very weird concept. Okay, while we are at it, Melania, I don't feel like making her go 60. If not, the game a bit easy. Yeah, we save. We continue to hoard our resources. Hey, Maverick, welcome. ROO. Why, you still from ROO, buddy? Are you still playing ROO? Thank you. Honestly, right, I feel like ROO is a very fun time as well. It's just that the game direction is... I don't know how to say lah. The game developers, they don't really value people. And have like sometimes when I'm downloading new games, right, then I go back to like they will recommend Ragnarok Origin Global, and I see that the stars are so high. I'm pretty sure they bought the reviews. I'm 100% sure they bought reviews. Like, it goes without question, but yeah. So yeah, guys, back to reverse, right? Important thing is you can clear content with a lot of units. I'm not even worried right now. Raids haven't even come. Even when raids come, I think if you are a bit more adept at the game. The problem with raids is that if you don't know what the hell is going on and you are not particularly managing the moves that you are playing for every single turn, it will slowly lead to disastrous results. And the fact that it takes you like 10 minutes plus 15 minutes to actually clear a round or go through one single round, it makes it such that it's harder for people to get SSS because of that. But if you know what you're doing, I think SSS also not the most difficult. Yeah, also not the most difficult. Oh yeah, today Pale World come out. Has anyone played Pale World? The Pokemon with guns, Pale World. I saw Espen Go playing it. I think I'm probably going to try it. It's really quite interesting, in my opinion. Although it's not a gacha game, but yeah. Correct. You don't need portraits. SSS don't need one. P0 can already. Like if you check out my video, right, it's the free to play SSS rate is all P0. I heard Bunny Bunny is not that good healer. Who is Bunny Bunny? Who has Bunny Bunny? Would you recommend playing 1999 over RO? It depends on your... Like, it depends on how you look at it. And it is very different games, Maverick. It is not the same game. Like, after I stopped playing RO, I realized that I have a lot more time. So from the time aspect, I really think that R99 respects my time a lot more. But at the same time, if you are trying to no-life a game, RO is better to no-life. But yeah, I think quite hard for me to no-life games right now. Because I work in project management, and recently the things I have to manage is a bit higher. So a lot more issues, especially when you're going closer to the deadline. I have to manage more stuff. If I'm still playing RO, I have no time to play RO. And I'm probably going to switch jobs in 1 month. I might have an offer letter coming my way. So once I switch jobs, my current role allows me to work from home a lot more. But my new role, I probably have to go back to office 3 days a week. So if I cannot be at home, right, there's no way I'm playing RO. So yeah, it depends on what kind of a player you are and how much time you have. RO is a lot more no life. I'll say a lot more no life. R99 is very casual. It's very casual. It's a very chill game. The aesthetics are fine. And if you enjoy the story, it's also pretty good. So yeah. Is the new Psycube also good for Melania? No, this Psycube is very bad. Even for Charmaine, it's very bad. I don't think it's good at all. So yeah. Let's get R99 streamers in it. Yeah, I will see lah, but I will play it. I'll definitely play it. I'll definitely buy it, but I might not have enough time to play it. This weekend, I'm probably going to make a few videos for like R99, and then next week I'm on vacation again from Monday to Wednesday. In fact, Thursday. Yeah, I'm going on a cruise trip with my parents. So after that, then I'll come back and project work is going to catch up to me again. So I'm not sure how much time I have to actually play Palworld, but I can play it very casually. So yeah. Always on vacation. No, not really always on vacation. It's just that I haven't been on a trip with my parents for some time, so I figured it's time to bring them on a trip. So yeah, we're going on a cruise. Bunny is 4-star DPS healer, red color. Red color. Bunny healer. Oh, you mean the bunny. To be honest, if you're past a certain stage, right, you shouldn't invest anymore that much into like low rarity. Of course, you can continue to play with them. They will fall off eventually. They are extremely good at the start of the game. But if you really like to use her, you can go on to use her. I've seen people use her to great results for low rarity clears. But ideally, when it comes to healers, right, you probably just want Tooth Fairy, Balloon Party as well. So this couple ones. Alright, see you, Lucky. See you. Forget to bid in trade auction. Well, you still dedicating yourself to bidding in trade auction, buddy. Oh, Maverick really strong. What? I saw that they got 3rd job, right? What job are you in the game right now? What's the OP class right now? Hello, Estobin. Hello. 你好. How old am I? I'm very old, buddy. I'm actually not very old lah. Old enough lah. I'm 32 this year. I think it's a, how do I say it? It's an age whereby your career matters, but it's also an age whereby you're not exactly old until you are that old, but you're also not considered that young. It's a very weird area, I think. But personally, my age hasn't bothered me too much. I think it's fine. A guy in the 30s is pretty much still I think it's okay, it's normal. I don't feel that much different than I am in my 20s, except I have a bit more money right now. That is the only difference. Like I can safely say that, like, financially it's not a problem. That's all. Yeah. And I think it's the age also when you start to think about a bit more about returning back. Yeah, because in your early days you're more like taking from your family and stuff like that. But I think as you grow older, you need to start contributing more back. So this is just my concept. Of course, this is more like an Asian culture concept. Like for like Western countries, right? Of course, this is like different. I think Asian cultures features a lot more, or prioritize a lot more on. It's not saying that Western culture is selfish, but I think that the individual is more important in Western cultures. I truly feel that way. Just as a stereotype, of course, not everyone is the same, but in general, I would say that is the difference between Western culture, because Western culture focuses a lot more on the importance of a team. I think it's also very prevalent when I work in, because I work in a like a role whereby I interact with my regional officers, a lot of people from different countries, and the way people act and the way people communicate ideas is very different, like compared to like Asian culture. The biggest difference, right? Of course, this has nothing to do with the team versus individualistic concept that I talk about when it comes to their families. But I think when it comes to working, especially, I think in Singapore and in Asian countries, right, we always, like, we don't do so much small talk when we talk about, like, when we call someone. Like when I call someone in the UK and they pick up the call, the first thing they'll say, "Hey, how are you doing? Like, how's your weekend?" Like all this small talk, right? They'll say, "Hey, is the weather there okay? Like, what have you been up to?" They would like to catch up. But I think when working, right, in Asian culture, the moment I pick up with a call with my Asian boss, the first thing they'll say that, "Okay, so this is the problem. Let's do this. Let's solve this." There's no like, "Is the weather okay? How is your weekend?" Nothing of that sort. So it kind of have to adapt based on who you actually speak with. So I think Asians and like Asian culture and Western culture, they have very distinct differences. Whether is it come to like, be it the family, be it the working style, a lot of things that, yeah, a lot of differences I noticed. So just sharing how I feel, like my perspective, I think it's quite similar to a lot of people in Asian cultures, whereby like the family and then stuff like that, it's very common. It's more common especially for Asian people to live with their parents after the age of 18. So yeah, it's actually PR. No, it's not true. If you talk with of course it's PR. I know it's PR, but if you talk with Asian people, right, the small talk is a lot less. Like, we like to focus on the topic. We like to focus on the topic a lot more. If I'm calling you, right, obviously I'm calling you for something, and I only have this much time to talk to you. It's very different. Yeah, it's very different. Like when I talk to my US counterparts, right, it's spend a lot more time doing the pre-talk, the foreplay. Yeah, but it's locally, it's always pick up the phone, speak on what is the problem, what I need your help with, or why I'm calling you, what is the purpose, can we get on with things. Yeah, small talk, cut it out. Pretty much is that. But of course you have to adapt depending on their seniority also. Yeah. It's part of the workplace culture for sure. PR and stuff. Especially when talking with like senior management. But I wish for a day whereby everyone can pick up the call, get things done in 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then put down the phone. That would be the best. Actually, it's not even a phone these days, it's just a earpiece. Yeah. Correct. It's more laid back, for sure. I think a good example would be Australia, right? Because Australia is one of those countries whereby they close shop, right? Or they stop work at 4 p.m. Everything closed so early. I'm not used to it. When I went to Australia back then, it was like everything is closed after a certain timing. You can't really get food if you're late. And then the Aussie people just like cook food at home because they cannot get food out unless they are in the prime areas. Like if you're in Sydney, then maybe it's easier to find a shop that is open and after like maybe 5-6 p.m. But if you're in Melbourne, right? Or Melbourne is even less city-like, so you probably can't find much in Melbourne after like 5 p.m. Yeah. And I think that it also, when I speak to my friends, right, some of them know people that work in ANZ. Like ANZ is an Australian bank, so the people there are also very, very laid back. So they say that if you have an Aussie boss, it's the best. They're also very laid back, so you just go into their culture and then you also be laid back. That's why a lot of people in Singapore, right, they do not like to work for local companies, local banks, whatever that is. So yeah, prefer to work for international banks or foreign banks, foreign SMEs, foreign MNCs. Yeah, hoping that the culture is the same. But yeah, sometimes if you get a local boss, it is still going to be local culture. Yeah. This is more just random talk about work. Meanwhile, we are autoing past this thing without using Black Dwarf. Actually, I think I can just use Black Dwarf and auto. Wait, let me change to Black Dwarf and auto here. I'm also waiting for like the new gacha games to come out. A new series of gacha games, because R99, right, is honestly a very good side game. But if you want to make more content, you probably have to get a more active game. Like, there's not enough content to make. There's only so many times I can make a shop guide. After some time, I don't feel like making a shop guide anymore. I feel like everyone that has been playing the game, right, pretty much know how the shop works and that you need to farm out the shop. Yeah, so maybe people still demand shop guides, I'm not too sure, but in my opinion, I don't think it's as needed. Now I'm trying to make more content on like health and stuff. Yeah, and it's quite good because CN players, right, they like to kelp a lot. For some reason. CN players just like to kelp a lot. I think our global players also like to kelp a lot, but yeah. But not as much. Maybe because CN has more people. ANZ, you disagree, Sherwin? Yeah, true. It depends on what kind of boss you have also lah. If you have an Aussie boss, I think it might be pretty. It should be pretty laid back. Japan work culture. It used to be that Japan companies, right, in Singapore are the worst to work for, honestly. But recently, I've heard things that like even Japanese firms, the culture seems to have changed. Unless you have like a line of reporting whereby all of them are Japanese. But maybe it's that Japanese in general have been more like their culture is shifting. I'm not too sure. I've heard good things about Japanese firms these days. Last time, the things that I've heard about Japanese firms are very terrible. It's like, oh, you cannot leave before your boss steps out of the door, or you have to like enter a timesheet, all this nonsense. And one experience that I remember very, very clearly, right, is, of course, this is not, I'm not trying to say that it's in a negative way, but it was just very funny because it's like, I was taking the train home one day and it's like the peak period. So there's a lot of people on the train and there was these two Japanese people. Like there are these two Japanese people, and they are going to like one of them is going to leave, right? So I believe they are a superior and a kakia, kakia, and like a lower rank person. So the lower rank person, right, when he is leaving, right, the whole train is super packed, but he insists on doing a almost 90-degree bow, like, and he backed out of the train. I remember that very clearly. I remember that super clearly. The train is so packed, he still want to make a formal bow to say goodbye to his boss. Well, that was a very memorable experience for me. I never thought I would see that happen, but it did happen in front of my eyes. Really interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. Yeah. Quite funny, but I don't think that's the norm. I honestly don't think that's the norm, but to see it even happen like once is a very impactful thing, in my opinion. Very impactful. Mathing is an Asian culture. Mathing is an Asian culture. Do you guys really think that mathing is an Asian culture? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I wouldn't say exactly that mathing is an Asian culture though. Like they always say Asian math, but my math isn't that good. I always fail my math. But at the same time, math in the times when I was failing, it was more because I don't know the formulas. Because I didn't study. So I don't remember the formulas. Yeah, so I guess I don't exactly know like what they consider good mathing. Is it like good mathing is like you can do math in your brain, or you can find X by pointing X on the paper? Is that what good math is? It's quite hard to justify what good math is. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Asian math is a thing. It's just that Asian people are more like hardcore when it comes to studying, I feel. Although me personally, I don't really like to study that much, but I mean the general like mugging culture, right? It's more Asian like when I went to Korea, and I went to this like I forgot what's the name of the school, but I went with my friends, and they said that we definitely have to visit this place, which is a university. I think it's a very popular university. And then it was at night already. I think it was 8 p.m. when we went to visit. And you can see, right, they have this full blocks of like I would honestly call the structure like car parks, but it is their library. It's fully packed, 8-9 p.m, fully packed. All the Koreans are just mugging away. Yeah, it was quite memorable as well. And I think China people is like, in China, right, it's very competitive when it comes to studying and like grades and stuff. So of course in Singapore it's also very competitive these days. Like the more we go with time, the more competitive it gets. Because this is like the fact that I always tell people that if the first person, right, if no one got a degree, then no one has to get a degree. The reason why someone got a degree, right, the concept of like degree is to prove your worth, right? So if no one is proving their worth, then no one needs to prove their worth. But because everyone has a degree, so degree become a basic thing. Then everyone has to mark to get a degree, and then degree is not enough now. These days it's a master's, it's PhD, so the cap will keep going up. So it's just like reverse 1999. If everyone only use Eternity and they never release Black Dwarf, then Eternity will always become relevant. But because they release Black Dwarf, now people don't like Eternity. And now Xinjiang is being released, so no one likes Black Dwarf and everyone's skipping Black Dwarf. Same thing. If there is no super strong unit, there will not be a super weak unit, or there will not be a weaker unit. weaker and stronger are comparative concepts. They are not a definitive concepts, I think. It's not a definitive concept. If there's no comparison, then there's no harm in that sense. So I feel like this is my take on the whole competitive talk. And this also relates a lot to gacha games and whatever that is. Like pooling, not pooling, it's all comparative. If you don't have a 5-star good healer in what? In Balloon Party, then you probably don't need to care that much, right, about whether Medicine Pocket is weak, because there's no comparisons. Korea has a marathon-like exam. 4 hours. But 4 hours is not exactly the longest, right? Because normal exams in, like even in Singapore, we have like 3.5 hour exams. Hey Kia, welcome. Hello. Yeah, we're having a chill talk over here. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of what other games I can play. Yeah, correct. Usable in P0. Don't need P1. I just got lucky and got P1. It's not needed at all. But it looks better with 4 balls. The mentality of Asians that they are kid much better in achievements and goes into top school is toxic as fuck. But you have to think about it, right? Like I mentioned, if everyone goes to, like, if everyone already have the basic, right, you need to go to the next level to prove yourself. This is why nowadays it's more competitive, because previously, like I mentioned, you only need to ensure that you got a degree. Like 30 years back, if you have a degree, right, wow, you're freaking big shot, yo. These days, if you have a degree, it's normal, right? At least for a proper job, unless you are trying to be an entrepreneur. You like the name Kalabana? Yeah, actually, it's quite nice. The name is quite nice. Black Dwarf is easier to pronounce or to read. 8-hour exam. Wow, that's very long. 8-hour exam. Okay, that's a very long exam. Why would they have 8-hour exams? Are there no break? But Estobin, if you think about it, right, 8-hour exams are like you playing a game for 8 hours. If you can play a game for 8 hours, you can go for 8-hour exam. It's the same thing. Like even those like competitive matches in Dota 2 or like League of Legends, right? Or League of Legends, I think is a bit shorter, the time, the duration. But Dota 2, if you have a BO5 or like last time there's a BO7 or something, it go for hours and hours. So if you can game for so long, right, why can't you have an exam for so long? Correct or not? Yeah, I stream for a bit more, then I'll stop stream. Quite late already. I also enjoy like chatting a bit. Chill first. I don't really stream that much. Majority of people don't like exams unless it is bio for me. Wait, it is bio for you? Unless it is bio for you. So you only like biology. I mean, true, games are something that you like to do compared to like having exams. But it's, if you're talking about endurance, right, then the attention, like the amount of endurance you have to play a game for 8 hours long, it's also roughly the same as the efforts that you have to spend for the endurance that it takes for you to have an 8-hour exam. It's just that, of course, exams are not fun. That's the only difference. But yeah, Korea is also very competitive. But nowadays, there are many avenues for you to make it. you don't really have to. There's no like requirements for you to actually be like on the studious side. Of course, you want to go a general like default path. You can go that side, but there are a lot of alternative jobs these days, and like entrepreneur talk is also very real. So yeah, it's all very real, man. It's all very real. What do you guys think? You're going to pull 37 for rate reasons, so you're going to P0. No, I never go for P1. I don't think the game needs P1, and if you get P1, right, it makes things a bit easier. The game is already easy enough, so it's just me personally. Yeah, and even if you are not trying to make the game, or rather if you are trying to make the game easier for you, I will still recommend not to go for portraits, because having diversity is so much better than having an additional duplicate. Like, what if a new limited character comes out that portrait 137 of yours could be a new limited character? You have to think about it this way. But I heard raids are hard even for. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean it does require you to be decent at the game, right? Of course you can't auto and expect to get SSS, but similarly it's not that difficult if you play the game at a certain level. And I don't think it's an extremely high level. We're not talking about a game like Dota 2 or League of Legends. Nothing like that. It's very chill, right? You can take as much time as you want for each turn, slowly plan out your moves. As long as they make sense, you're going to be fine. Yeah, so I don't think it's that difficult. The time investment though, I will not deny. I think getting SSS rank would probably take a lot more time. Correct. DPS always get a replacement. They've just gotta add a big number character. Yeah, I mean with the release of Xinyang, I think the trend might follow. Future characters are going to get more OP, and eventually it will become a time whereby old units probably will get buffed. But even if they get buffed, they are not as strong as new units. So yeah, that's pretty much the problem. Are there like crazy OP units in Genshin? I actually don't know. Like, to me, right, I feel like this is a Genshin style game because it's very casual. And Genshin is pretty casual, so does Genshin have like super OP, stronger than everyone else's characters? If they do, then probably you're going to follow their route. All Archons are strong, I see. Archons, is it a race? How does that work? Gods and Genshin, oh. Then maybe they'll go that concept. But at the same time, right, we have to remember that R99 is not Genshin at the end of the day. The popularity is not at that level. So certain things, right, that you can do at that popularity that Genshin has might not be feasible at the level of popularity that Reverse 1999 have. So I feel like the devs shouldn't straight up just copy their formula. It's different. It's just like a lot of people always say, hey, this YouTuber is making this content and is getting a ton of views. But if I do the same thing, right, I don't get a ton of views. And that is because some of that appeal of the content is in fact leveraged on the fact that you have a large audience. If no one cares about you, then this will not take place. I think it's not exactly the best analogy, but I feel like it is somewhat reasonable analogy. Not the same, but yeah. I'm curious to see what direction R99 is going to go. I wonder if the game is going to go down the path whereby people are going to be, or rather the devs are going to make it such that we are always going to be catering to casuals. It does seem that way, to be honest. Even with the limiteds, it seems like the limiteds are to type the people through. Like some people actually, I saw a comment to say that the limited is so that people that join during the New Year event, the 1.6 event, is able to pick up the game faster, so that they're able to clear stuff faster with a new overpowered character. And I think it makes sense lah. But if they were to continue to release crazy amounts of strong character, right, then it defeats the purpose of like missing 50-50 will feel a lot worse. So yeah, I got ADHD, that's why I can sit hours for a game because it takes my ADHD away. A test is just blank paper with letters on it. Isn't it also difficult for... Oh, but yeah, true lah. There are more stimulants on when you play a game. So yeah. I'm looking at Black Dwarf Ultimate and Qingyang. I'll assume Black Dwarf will be stronger. The strong part about Qingyang is the follow-ups. The multipliers are pretty busted. Yeah. It's not the ultimate. The ultimate is not... I mean, it's only like... The ultimate itself in the rotation is less than the follow-ups. Yeah. But technically in one rotation you couldn't use 2.5. Actually you could still use 2.5, yeah. You can still use 2 skill 2s. 2 turns. Even if you lower it a bit, if you add in the penetration, it will roughly come out to the calcs that I've shown. But I'm quite happy that I put this Black Dwarf in 30 pools, because that means that I'll probably be able to get my 6 and 37 both, and then I'll probably save for P0 Qingyang. But yeah, Qingyang's banner is easier to get because they give you a free tempo on it. Hybrid ultimate is stronger than a single target ultimate is very surprising for me. Yeah, but of course, if we are talking about single target versus single target, like, you cannot compare it like that, right? If we are talking about, like, for instance, this boss, it has other units, then of course it's not 1-to-1, because Qingyang's one will not be the max multipliers at 550%. But regardless, the ultimate is not the biggest deal. Arc Knights. I mean, as much as you we like to say that, oh, Arc Knights is doing this or doing that, right? Arc Knights is one of the top games, top gacha games. There's a reason why it is still like out there and a lot of people are playing it. Yeah, I think Arc Knights is pretty cool. I just couldn't get into Arc Knights. It's not the game for me, yeah. It's not a game for me. I think Qingyang will be most effective, of course, if there are no alternative targets. If there are alternative targets, maybe the alternative targets, then your DPM, of course, on the actual boss itself is going to be lower. Can your PC handle Bordering Waves if you are planning to play it? My PC probably could. Maybe on the edge of it. Yeah. My PC is 3060 Ti. It's not that bad. It's still quite recent. 3060 Ti is pretty good, I think. So I definitely could play it. And I realized that my recording, right, got the... Previously, my recording and my streams, right, are very blurry, because I was streaming at a very low bitrate. But now I changed it. It looks okay, right, guys? The bitrate seems a lot better. Like, there's no... It seems to be normal resolution right now. Previously, when I record, I realized, hey, how come always the footage itself, right, is so freaking, like, blocky. And then I was just thinking, hey, cannot be the computer is so, like, lousy, right? that I couldn't actually record footage. But it turns out it's just a bitrate. I changed it and now it's fine. I gave it like 100 times bitrate. Yeah, correct. Previously it was quite sucky. You can go look at the older videos. Even the recent videos, one like whenever I scroll, right, even on like a premium website, if I scroll, it will form certain blocky images because I was recording at, I think, I don't know, was it 3K or 6K bitrate, but now I'm doing it at 60K bitrate, so it's fine now. And obviously the com can take it, and my network can take it. My upload speed can definitely take the bitrate that I'm streaming at, so I was just underutilizing it. It looks good, right? Black Dwarf with 4 balls really looks better. More balls, more luck, guys. It was meant to be. Oh, I also like this big ball. Very big ball. Wow, the freaking follow attack are really quite good. Four balls. Yeah, if I'm finished this one, then I'm gonna end stream. Hey, 4 balls! What do you mean? It's 4 balls. Yo. Look at this. 4 balls. Oh, I also have been playing Guns Frontline 2. I actually made it to level 40 plus, but I think 40. But these few days I haven't been playing it. I feel like Guns, I don't know, is it because I'm playing the CN server? My motivation to play the game is very low. I don't have much, like, yeah, I just don't feel like playing it that much. But I still made it to level 40, so I can probably touch on that a bit more when Global is coming. Do a pool stream. Not pool stream, pool video on Guns Frontline 2. I haven't put a single time on the limited banner. I'll wait for the new limited banner to come out. Yeah. No. I can experience it. The reason why I feel a bit like unmotivated to play is because I'm not making content on it also. It's a bit of the content factor. Like, because I know that I'm not going to play it seriously, and that I'm not going to continue playing the CN server seriously once the global comes out. Yeah, so it's like the CN server is like a beta test to me. Will you be so motivated to play the beta test every single day? I don't think so. But for CN players, that is their main game, right? They will not switch to global server when the global server comes out. So that's the difference. It's not the fact that I cannot understand Chinese. I can completely understand it, and I can like absorb everything. So it's not that factor. It's more of a, is it something that I'm going to restart again when global comes out? And since that's the case, I don't really feel like playing it seriously. So yeah. So it's like Guns Frontline 2. What else? Wuthering Waves. No other good games. Arknight's Enfield is not near. Yeah. No other good games. Yeah. Very hard to find a good gacha game these days. R99 is really not bad already. Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero is not bad. But from what I have seen, right, I don't think Zenless Zone Zero is that how do I say? It's not that polished for a Hoyoverse game. I expect Hoyoverse games to be more polished. Yeah. And from the feedback that I've been hearing, right, it seems like the game balance is also not very good. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be a play for me. But of course, if I want to focus on growing the channel, I will eventually have to move to Hoyoverse games. 3 types of banners for gacha. Character, weapon, and pets. So many gacha factors. They shouldn't. I feel very tiring when I hear like triple gacha factor. Like even Guns Frontline 2, they have 2 weapons and normal character. I really think it's quite... I don't feel that good. But of course, you can choose not to pull on the weapon banner, so it's fine. Worst is how they add pets. Are the pets very impactful? Are they like super broken or what? Why is it bad the way they add pets? Yeah. Okay, last one. Anyone else have any other questions before I end the stream? This is a final run already. I actually haven't been counting how much I'm farming, but I know from gut feel it's not enough. More things to pull to unlock. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, but there are Hoyo-verse. Like a lot of people say that, hey, you shouldn't, just because you're Hoyo, it doesn't mean that you can introduce all this nonsense. But people pay. If they introduce like all of this mechanics and no one pay for it, then like there's a signal to them that they are doing something wrong. Really. If you don't like something, right, the only way you can boycott and protest is with your wallet. You cannot say, I hate the weapon banner, I hate the pet banner, but you continue to pay them. You continue to increase their revenue. They will not care about you. They only look at revenue. This is how companies work. Don't listen to someone's words. You only listen to their actions. If they're not paying, that's a problem. If everyone cancels subscription for World of Warcraft, that's a problem. But if people are complaining, but they are continuing their behavior to generate revenue for the company, nothing will change. I honestly think grinding for equipment, like I think in Guns Frontline 2 you also grind for like the attachments. I think that is fine. It's a bit of a loop. Yeah, it's a bit of a loop. Loop. You need some kind of a grinding loop. What is BDS? What's BDS? Anjula, what's BDS? BDS. Black something. I think grinding is fine, to be honest. Still a beta, they might change it. Yeah. No, but I heard it's the last beta already. It's coming out soon. I don't think they're going to change much. I really don't think they're going to change much. But if it comes out, I will probably give it a try as well. I'll make some guides. I'll see whether I like their game first. I only make content for games that I like. As much as I want to grow the channel, if I don't like a game, right, it's very hard for me to continue making content for it. So this is something that I think it's not good for channel growth. Like the best way, right, I should do things is every popular gacha game, I'm going to cover it. But if I don't like it, I can stop after like maybe 5 videos. But at least I need to give it a try. This is how I feel should be the right way to grow a channel. Unless the game is big enough that you don't have to switch games all the time. If like you're making content on Genshin and a lot of people is watching you, there's a lot of demand for Genshin content, then obviously you don't have to like keep switching games. But if you're always making on this lesser known games, etc., then it's more important for you to constantly switch. That's what I think. And that concludes our BD stream, guys. BD pool stream settled. And like I promised you guys that it's going to be a short stream. It's very long stream today. Honestly, quite long this stream. 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, standard. 1 hour 30 minutes. Not bad. We got a P1 out of it. Not too bad. With just 30 pools. Wait. We should check how many pools of PT we have before we end the stream. We see. Wow. Wow. 1 PT. Wow, this is quite impressive. This is quite impressive. If they were like back to back, it would be even more impressive. But this is quite impressive. 1 PD, we earn 1 PD. I would have loved to earn more PD, but 1 PD is not bad. Pretty impressive. Okay, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'll see you guys again soon. I'm not sure when is the next time I'm gonna stream. Probably, I don't think anyone's gonna pull for Charmaine. If I have anything interesting content to stream, then I will stream it. Otherwise, I will probably not stream for now. Continue making content. The next video is going to be on DPM for all characters. I think there was a Kelp by Icehood. Yeah. So Kelp by Icehood on DPM of all characters, including supportive DPM. So like beacon calculations of how much beacon contributes with the clap. And maybe like 6 with the buffs, etc, etc. Those are also included in the overall calcs. So yeah. Zayed, you should invest in both of them. Bye bye guys, both of them. Bye bye. Good luck working guys. Bye bye.